Place your butter all around and coat. When you get your Fritos, place them all around. I like using 2 small bags. Cheese onto the Fritos all around. In the center, we have our meat cup wrapped with bacon. And we have this apple in the center to really keep the shape of a cup. And you can keep pressing down, as you can see. You're keeping the shape of the cup. You want to add some more butter to your outside. It's 1 piece and another piece. And at the back, perfect. Give that a nice little mix. This meat cup is going to tie in perfectly with our cheesy Fritos. And all the juices are going to be flowing within each other. We're getting the juices from the Fritos. That taste is going to be integrated with the meat as well. Extremely delicious. Just mix everything up. Let's add our seasonings. I like using a steak and burger seasoning. Just apply that all around. Perfect. Of course, we need to get our pepper. Just go all around that meat. Some onion and garlic powder. A little bit. Now we're getting the seasoning from the Fritos, very delicious seasoning, onto our meat as it's melting with the butter. Let's add our greens. Then we're going to cover this up. It's going to cook just perfectly. And I will remove the apple. Mix everything up. It's smelling extremely delicious right now. You want to add a good amount of butter because you want that to mix in to get a nice and golden browning on our bacon. And it's also going to melt in with our Fritos. You can use whatever chips you'd like, but this recipe uses Fritos specifically because of the flavoring. I like using barbecue, any kind of barbecue chips for this. Let's add some more cheese to make those Fritos very cheesy all around. You can even add some cheese around your bacon burger cup. So you can add it in the center. Just move that apple around. We need to keep that apple there to hold the shape. Just go all around, pick it up slightly. That cheese is going to be melted inside. Perfect. Okay. And we're using that bacon to really stick onto the meat and create a meat cup. Now, I like to add a little bit of ranch seasoning. This has been my favorite seasoning lately. Just goes with anything. Perfect. Let's give it a stir. Make sure that meat cup is staying together. Perfect. Now we're going to cover this up. It's already smelling extremely delicious. Before I cover it up, I'm going to add my little secret ingredient, some pepperoni. Just a couple slices. I like this dish to be extremely meaty. Perfect. Just lay them right on top of the Fritos. Just like that. Great. Now let that get covered up. Perfect. We're gonna start to see everything steam together and just cook perfectly. This is an all-in-one dish. You just need one pan. That's all it takes. So we started off with our meat cup, which we used an apple inside of it to hold the shape of the cup. And then we added our bacon around the cup to wrap the meat with the bacon. And I just cut the bacon in pieces of halves like that. Usually it's much longer. So I just wanted 3 different pieces, and they're half pieces. Then of course we went in with our Fritos. This is the best meat seasoning. The Fritos chips have this barbecue seasoning. They're extremely delicious. Mixed in with this ranch seasoning, just makes everything taste extremely yummy. And of course we needed to add our steak and burger seasoning. You can't have a burger patty without your steak seasoning. Okay, so everything is cooking up nice and yummy. We have our cheese as well to make the Fritos nice and cheesy, and of course our salt and our pepper. I'm extremely excited to open this up. Just needs a couple minutes for this to cook, and you want the burger to hold its shape, okay? You can add more butter to make everything nice and toasty. This is the secret ingredient and the key to this dish is using your butter. Let's cut this butter up. Just add a couple more slices. I can tell it needs a little bit more butter. Perfect. Let's add our butter. Yum, this smells extremely good. Okay, our butter pieces are in. We're gonna let everything melt for about a minute. All right, we see that everything is boiling. That butter has boiled, so we can remove it. See how everything is looking. It's looking just perfect. Yep, our Fritos have that nice toastiness to them. I can tell that the Frito seasoning has melted into the butter, and it's integrating with our bacon and our meat cup. Okay, we're gonna take this apple off so I can show you guys the meat. Our burger patty, it's a perfect patty that's turned into a cup, crusted with bacon. So we have all of that butter boiling, so that's when you can bring the heat a little lower. Okay, so I'm gonna put the heat down. Perfect. And I'm gonna get ready to plate this up and cut into it so you can see how perfect our meat has cooked, okay? So I'm gonna get my plate. We're gonna remove that apple, and it is gonna be delicious. This is such an easy way to elevate your burgers for your guests, at your parties, whatever it is. You don't wanna be giving your guests boring burgers anymore. This is such a fun way to eat your burgers and to be creative with them, okay? So just mix everything up a little bit more. It's looking delicious. Perfect. Wow. Okay, that looks extremely good. We have everything. We can add a little bit more cheese because a lot of that cheese has melted off now. So let's add some more cheese in there. Just all around. Don't have to be nice and neat with this. Just add your cheese. Perfect. That cheese is gonna melt even more. We want a lot of cheese in this dish. A lot of cheese, okay? All right, so I'm gonna take it off the heat now. Turn the heat off. We have our plate. We're gonna remove our cup with our tongs. All right, it's gonna be very hot. I'm gonna take this off in 3, 2, and 1. Remove. Look at how perfect that meat cup looks. That's perfect. Let's remove this. How easy it removes. Perfect. right there. Grab our bacon, put it on the sides. Perfect. And then this right here, it's just our cheesy Fritos. Kind of give them a nice little mix. Let them cool off. So now look at this. I'm gonna remove that apple. 3, 2, and look at what a perfect burger cup this is. What you do now, take your cheesy, toasty Fritos, place them into your cup, take your pepperoni, yummy pepperoni. You have your bacon, put it right on top as well. Elevated burger patty cups. Perfect for game nights and for families. It's so perfect, so delicious.